First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Just about set for football. The veteran Matt Gay has it teed up, and we are underway now at Lucas Oil Stadium. And this is going to be returned from the middle. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. Another carry for Pierce. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 3. And Stroud now to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. The Colts had 8 and 8 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. And Richardson back to throw it. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
1st down, they go right back to Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll go right back to Pierce. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 40 yards rushing for him down to this point.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to thread manageable with that run.
Stroud looking to change the play. Pierce will try to pick it up. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Hand off left side, Pierce. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. You look at this Colt defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Stroud off the play fake, rolling to his right. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, 39 yards. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods. Pushes past him. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Up the middle. Here's Taylor. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. Our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go again with Pierce. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their
touchdown. Dameon Pierce. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
He'll let one go deep for downs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
18, 5 in. Only a yard. It's 4th down. Big Lions. Warriors 70.
They turn to Taylor on fourth. And he will handle first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Now it's Richardson.
That's caught. It's Josh Downs. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Richardson to the air on first down.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Here's Richardson to throw.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So the 3 points there and see that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
3rd and 1. Stroud.
Flush to his right. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Houston.
John Mechie in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.
Get it!
In motion right is Pittman. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Third and long for Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. From the shotgun, Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Now Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room.
He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Going for it on fourth, Richardson. Touchdown, Colts. Mo Alley-Cox from 6 yards away. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 126 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now here's Stroud on third down. That is caught. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Pierce now up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing now is Stroud. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Stroud to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. And the Colts pick it up. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So potentially a big turnaround brewing to begin this third quarter as this defense forces a much-needed turnover.
Yeah, this is a team starting to work in concert now, right? They went out and got a touchdown to start the second half, and now they get the football right back.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Richardson looking to throw this. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Richardson looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Richardson going on 4th down. And that is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. His throw incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it. That ball caught. It's chosen. Touchdown. Robbie Chosen. 48 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gay is on for the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tyler Goodson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Hey, way to make a play! Yeah, baby!
Ready?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Looking to throw. Richardson. Throw left side, complete. That's Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Richardson off the play fake.
And he rifles one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Colts on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
That going to be taken in by Ashton Dulin. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now it's Richardson.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
On the draw is Taylor.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
You have to figure with this offense on 2nd and inches, they're in ideal shape, but then they end up getting an incompletion, a run stuffed on 3rd and inches, and you look around and say, how did it become 4th down?
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you try not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Richardson now on 2nd down.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. They'll run here with Taylor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Flushed out right. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on it.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And the defense rises to the challenge. They get him down for a loss of 2, and it brings up 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
Everything you just said right there, there's a silver lining to this is resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad in your youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about, in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort throughout. Only fitting that they had the ball when the clock hit 0.